Hello, how's it going, fourth graders? This week, I thought we would start a new project. By no means do you have to finish it all in one class after you watch this video. I just want you to start thinking about the project and doing a little research and maybe doing a rough draft kind of practice drawing in Sketches. That might be a good way to start this because Sketches actually has that symmetry tool, which might come in handy when you're making this project. You're wondering, what are we making? One of my favorite fourth grade projects of all time that I always get to do with my fourth graders is totem poles. And if you don't know what a totem pole is, they are a Native American art form that is mostly found in the Pacific Northwest of America. So you're thinking kind of like Washington State, parts of Canada in that area, and Alaska. So those Native Americans over there, they use these totem poles to tell stories of their family, and they pass it down through kind of these tales of animals and different creatures in the totem pole. I usually have my students create kind of one segment of a totem pole, but one major thing about totem poles is they're very symmetrical. So if you got, a wing with 4 blue stripes on it, you're gonna have a wing with 4 blue stripes on this side. And I normally make these out of construction paper. Here's one I made of a bowl. Kind of, this one's unfinished, but you can see the details are starting to get formed. I normally make these out of construction paper, and it's like a collage, but we obviously are doing this remotely. You're at your house. You might have some paper in your sketchbook. You might have the loose paper that we put in the art kit bags that you could use. But to start this out this week, I want you to plan things out in your Sketches school, because you can turn on the symmetry tool and you can start to map out your creation. By no means does this have to be a traditional Native American totem pole. I know we don't have all the materials like we would at school. So be creative, think symmetrical, think creature. It could be an animal, but it could be something else. And challenge yourself to get very detailed. So if you look, the more detailed, I'd say this one is a little bit more detailed than this one. And this one is a little bit more interesting to look at because it has more things going on. And on our fourth grade art page, there will be some examples of totem poles, and I'm gonna post another video where you can actually see some totem poles getting made. So please watch that too. I have an example that I wouldn't say is exactly like a totem pole, but it has some totem pole design. So you could get even as untraditional as this totem pole. This is a huge painting that I've been working on. It's 2 feet by 3 feet, and it has some really cool totem pole-like designs on it. But I thought it kind of reminded me of totem poles. So if you want to take this and really run with it and take it in a weird direction, just keep some of that symmetry that you see inspired by totem poles. Good luck. Maybe just this week, start these in Sketches School. Next week, we'll touch base again, and you could design a totem pole on paper possibly. So good luck starting these off. Have a great rest of your week. So long.